Beau, where'd you go? I need a pint of Lagered. That lagered ale is the best I know from Kill, Ontario. It's a one beer at the bar with a tractor on the jar.
All right. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Maxwell Star and Beer Analysis 101. Back at you tonight with Lagered Lagered Ale from Beau's All Natural Brewing in Van Cleek Hill, Ontario. Before we get going with the beer and the history and all that jazz, I'm going to start introducing the entire panel, which I think we might actually all have cans tonight. First and foremost, I'm going to go with the man himself. We got Lee here tonight. They Must Be Destroyed on Site. How are you doing tonight?
Good, and again, I need to apologize to the viewers as well. It's my fault that this show is late because I missed like several messages on the Facebook group where the link is actually there. So it's actually my fault. I was wondering what the fuck is going on. Why haven't we started yet? Where's the link? And then I scrolled up like 10 messages. It's like, oh, there's the fucking link. So here we're going. I'm good.
I thought you were going. Coming, to be honest. But I'm glad you're here.
I'm coming all the time.
You're always coming.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of coming all the time, we got Guy here. How you doing tonight, drinking in Canada?
Good.
Craig.
I'm coming hard because Leisure Park from Southern Realm Mall hooked me up with some free Star Trek glasses.
Holy shit, nice. That's a butt plug if I've ever seen one. Holy fuck.
Or.
That's not going to stay there. All right. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got on the 10th, Chris Lezak. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. Thanks. Thanks for having me. I was a little delayed myself. I had to join a chat earlier this evening to plug this show because we got to get some more viewers, so I did what I could. So,
well, yeah, you'll get a lot. You'll get a lot of viewers off of that chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Were you actually live with him on that show?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I wasn't on the show. I was just in the comments.
Good. All right, and finally, and last but certainly not least, the birthday boy himself. We got Greg tonight. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing okay. I'm looking at an odd picture that may or may not be a lady's private parts, but we don't talk about that because we're very professional here. So I'm doing well. Nick, how are you?
What we come to expect from you, and I'm not doing too bad either. Anyway, yeah. So Beau's Lagered Lagered Ale. Let's get down to the history. I'm not going to go into great detail as we did Beau's history on the bottle of Imp Analysis. The bottle Imp Analysis we did what was that in January, but continue with the story of Beau's Lagered Lagered Ale. Beau's was founded by father and son team Tim and Steve Bouchesny and launched on July 1st, 2006. The first beer was Beau's Lagered Lagered Ale. It's been a smash hit for Beau's since the first 3,000-liter batch of Lagered sold out before the brewery even opened. Beau's has grown to become Canada's largest all-organic brewery and first Canadian brewery to earn a B Corp certification. On the 10th anniversary of the brewery, Beau's officially sold the company to its employees, subsequently expanded production to Canada-wide. So it's a completely employee-owned craft brewery, as well as now you can get it everywhere. So other beers, of course, from Beau's, if you don't already know, is Beau beers like the Festival Alt Beer, another kind of lagered ale, Dark Helmet, Imperial Schwarzbier, Full-Time IPA, Kissermeyer Nordic Pale Ale, Strong Patrick Irish Red, Tom Green Milk Stout, and, of course, many more. Beau's also makes a rotating lineup of numerous beers as part of their ongoing Wild Oats, Pro-Am, Farm Table, and B-Side series. And I've actually reviewed something like 24 or more beers from Beau's on my channel, so if you want to go through my history at some point, I would appreciate that. Going to what the hell is Beau's Lagered Lagered Ale? It is a 5.2% ABV German-style Kolsch, not a Vienna lager. It is an ale brewed with special yeast that allows the beer to be fermented at cellar temperatures like a lager, resulting in a cleaner finish. Lagered is brewed with Pilsner, wheat, carafoam, and acidulated malt. I was actually kind of surprised to use acidulated malt. And Pearl and Hersbrucker hops. And has won numerous awards, including gold medals in the 2010, 2012, 2013, and 2014 Canadian Brewing Awards. Best beer in Ontario at the Golden Tap Awards for 5 consecutive years for 2007 to 2011, and again in 2014 and 15. and many or more awards that I'm not going to list here because it just has so many. Beau's Lugo Tread is now sold in cans as well as bottles and is available all across Canada as well as some U.S. states, even though we don't have anybody from the states on our panel tonight. Anyway, speaking of cans, who's got the is there anybody here with the bottle?
No, and just so you know, it's pronounced Beauchene. It's Steve Beauchene, and Beauchene means beautiful oak tree in English.
I think it's pronounced Steve. I think it's pronounced Steve Buscemi.
Yeah. Buscemi. So it's pronounced Beau, like it's spelled Beauchesne, but
I'm pretty sure that the beer is actually called Lagered.
Lugo Tread.
No, that's the Vienna lager version. All right, so moving right along. Nice cans, yes. Moving right along to Lee. What's your history with Beau's Lagered?
Well, first off, I have to. I mean, if we're going to talk about Steve Buscemi, I need to quote him from 30 Rock and go, "Greetings, fellow kids." And I had this at the first time in 2011. It was sent to me by Dale, our friend, brewed by me. He sent me a shit ton of Beau's in the couple years time, and this was one of them, of course. And this is one of their first beers. And yeah, I've always liked this one, man. It's always been really good. I don't think having it now, I don't think the quality has ever dipped on this beer. I think it's always been pretty much universally as good as it's ever been. And I don't want to get too further into it until we get into the actual review, so I'll just move on from there.
Right on. And moving along to Guy, who probably has the most illustrious history with this beer, considering he's from its hometown, or it's right outside your hometown anyway. What's your history on this, Guy?
I think I was with Cousin Pascal. It's the first craft beer we bought at the LCBO ever. It's just, oh, look, big ass bottles. Never seen this before. Oh, it's a 4-pack too, made of cardboard. Oh, there's a shoestring on top too. So, and then they had the taxi chips on the bottom, cutouts, taxi free rides or something like that too. So, and then I had it once in a while after that. But it was wonderful the first time I had it, and something happened afterwards. It's like went a little bit down, but. Who knows how it tastes now? So just curious.
Right on.
That's it.
Chris. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were finished.
I've had this beer one time before. I just checked my Untapped, and I won't tell you what I scored it there. I'll tell you later when we're doing our scores and stuff like that. But yeah, I've had it once before, and had to pick this up in a 4-pack. Can't buy in singles anymore, so. That's it. I was stuck with it. I went to the LCBO. I'm like, you got this in singles? They're like, no, get out of my store. I said, okay.
Wait. You asked. Wait. You went to the LCBO and you're like, I need Beau's Lagered. Do you have it in singles? And the person there said, no, fuck you. Get out of our store.
Those were the exact. I may be, paraphrasing. Wow. But it was more like
little less Christopher Walken in the voice,
It was not quite paraphrasing as it is exaggerating, maybe a bit.
What they said, they were like, "Wow, I can't believe you think." No, they just
get out of my store.
It's too.
You're lucky this particular store didn't have dogs, or they would sick them on you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've had this before, and I'm just drinking it now.
Awesome. Nice. All right, and finally, let's move over to Greg. What's your history with Beau's? You must also have a history, Mr. Ontario boy.
I do, although this is one I didn't try for a while. I think I tried much of Beau's beers before I actually tried this one. I'm going to guess I had it for the first time 2013, 14, somewhere in that range. And I think I probably had it for the first time in a 4-pack of their mixes that they always seem to want to throw a Lagered into. I think so. Anyway, I don't think I've ever bought a 4-pack of the bottles. I didn't even know. Could you even buy the bottles in singles? I never thought you could.
Yeah, you can. I can do it right now.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I thought it was always in 4-packs. But
can you actually buy it? Sorry.
No, go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say, like the cans or the bottles you can buy singles. Or both.
But I mean, I think Greg's right though. Like when they first started releasing this, it was exclusively 4-packs with the bottles.
Yeah, so that's basically what made me not want to try it for the first little while. Is I'm just like, well, it's just the regular ale, and I have to buy 4 6 milliliter, 100 milliliter bottles. So at some point, I think I tried it when I could get a single, or I got it as part of a mix pack or something. It's always just sort of been like a kind of an beer. It's good. It does what it needs to do. It's nothing special, but it's fine. And because I want extra credit, you hear this, Nick? You're gonna get in your gold star stickers ready. I had this on tap the other day for extra research purposes.
Ooh.
And
Gold star.
perhaps later in the show we'll compare and contrast.
I think when Chris does the thumbnail, you should put a gold star next to Greg's name for having the real. Anyway,
I would appreciate that.
Now I'm definitely going to put something there. Don't worry. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something, that's for sure.
Nothing sexist. Anyway, no, sorry, I'm kind of violating my own rules there when I was talking over you. But I was kind of curious because I remember when it first came out, or at least the first time it was available here, we could buy it, I think, in single bottles, but we could only buy it in 4-packs here, but I'm pretty sure in Ontario you could actually just like mix and match with the 4-packs because they were over the top, right? But as far as the cans go, they're recent, and I can only buy them in 4-packs.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of personal histories, let's go into mine. I think my story on Beau's Lagered Lagered Ale is about the same as what Lee had, because I got my bottle of Lagered Lagered Ale from Dale Brew by Me. You should totally get him on the show at some point.
We should.
Yeah, and he sent me a huge beer mail. It was like one of the very first beer mails that I ever received from my channel, and this was way back December 2011, right around the same time. And that review of it that didn't get posted until like the following June. But I remember I really liked Beau's Lagered Lagered Ale, and I hoovered it right down. I thought it was so smooth, so easily drinkable, and I gave it, I think, a 4 out of 5 way back when. Yeah. I had a real positive opinion of that beer for years, although I hadn't had it since until I got the 4-pack of these, just because anytime I see a Beau's beer on the shelf, I want to try a Lagered, but I spend my money on something else rather than a Kolsch.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along, before we go if we go any further, do we have any comments there?
Yeah, I'll just look here. So Ashley Sexton says, don't shit the bed, cleanse those palates. So there you go. Andrew Watts says, ha, it's all about Lee. LOL. Hey, drinking in Canada, what's going on, brother? Are you Greg?
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Okay. Hey, Beer Patrol super fan says, hey, hi, Chris. Have you guys heard about the new BeerTube channel called The Beer Patrol? I wish the host would remember his uniform.
It's a fair complaint about the show.
I've never heard of that channel, so I don't know what's going on. Andrew Watt says, stupid 4-packs of 355 milliliters, $10. I got that for tonight. I can get 6 tall boys for $2 more. Okay.
There's no doubt in the value category they don't win anything.
And Chris was asking, what do you think so far? And Andrew Watts says, it's not that great. I'd rather a ice beer over this. So there you go.
Strong words.
Well, yeah. Well, depends what you're used to.
Well, you may get your wish. We may do an ice beer soon.
Oh, shit.
I just called Nick out on that one.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do it at some point, but probably after the fest.
During the fest.
Anyway. So yeah, let's. Are we ready to give some thoughts on what we think of Lagered Lagered Ale?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Go on, Lee. Let's get it on.
Yeah, I like this beer. Of course, the Kolsch style is not a super exciting style, and it's one that a lot of modern craft beer drinkers are going to kind of shit on, if especially if they're just like new getting into it. They're like, oh fuck this shit, like I'm looking for the amazing super hoppy beers and all that shit, and this isn't that. It's very much very simple. It's very traditional. Beau's really fucking knocks it out the water. You know, like just fucking, they really do capture this style perfectly. It's light, it's grassy. There's a little bit of a sort of a grainy malt character to this. It's not too sweet. It's not too bitter. It's like one of those perfect, easy drinking beers that you can get into. This has become, since I've been able to get like the 4-packs and the single bottles in my NSLC, it's become one of my go-tos because it's just like, hey, I'll buy 1 or 2 really like super amazing big beers for my day drinking, like if I want to drink all fucking day. But I need some stuff in the middle that's going to be, you know, a little bit lighter on me. It's not going to hit me as harder. Beau's is one of those beers. Like it's really fucking good for that, and it tastes great. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no flaws in it. It's one of the Beau's beers that has sort of stood the test of time for me. Because to be quite frank, some of the Beau's beers have definitely gone down in quality over the years, but this one has still been universally pretty much great. And I'll just give my ratings here. For style, I think it's a Kolsch. This is fucking exceptional. I think it's a 9 out of 10. It's really, really fucking good. Could be slightly better, but I mean, I'm just kind of splitting hairs at this point. As far as personal enjoyment goes, 8 out of 10.
Nice. All right, and Guy, hometown boy, what do you think of Beau's Lego Tread?
I remember the first time I had it, it was great, but now it's like, I don't have as much experience with Kolsch style, but now it's starting to taste like the other guys. It's kind of scary. I don't know. It's just so bland now. It's almost like cigar paper, and then you get a touch of the corn husk, and you have that semi-natural aftertaste now, but it's not as good as I remember at all. Yeah, grainy aftertaste. Yeah, that's nice. So I don't know. I'll score as it is now. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. For style, I have no idea. I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Nice.
So style and enjoyment are both 6.
Yeah,
6.
a lot of sex is there.
Or sex, yeah. 6 out of 10.
Sorry, just my memory's got. Yeah.
And that's my cue as my elevator just went down there. So when I had this the first time, the one and only other time I've had this beer, I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Untapped, and I quite enjoyed it. And you know what? And that was in a bottle. Now drinking this out of a can, I'm enjoying it a little bit more. It's super easy to drink, and Lee was saying, people getting in the craft beer, some people getting in the craft beer want to get all the hoppy shit and feel all the hop burns and all that, and high ABVs and stuff like that. But on the other side of the coin, this is a very easy gateway craft beer to get into. If you want to start drinking craft beers and you're hesitant on getting fucking all messed up with the hops and burns and all that stuff, and then you got a hashtag baby palate, then this might be a good start to get into the craft world. Instead of drinking drinking the big guys, pick up a 4-pack of this stuff. It's super easy to drink. There's nothing offensive with this beer whatsoever. There's not much on the aroma. I mean, it's a Kolsch. It's not super, diverse in its taste, and it's not going to blow you out the water, right? But like I said, it's super easy. I quite enjoy this, and for a Kolsch, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. And my overall enjoyment, I give it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to give it another 4 out of 5 or an 8 out of 10 again. I like it. A little bit better in cans, but I'm not going to bump the score up. It's just as good for my overall enjoyment. So I got 8s across the board there.
Nice.
So very nice. And the Gregory.
You know what? It's good. I don't dislike it as much as Lee. I don't dislike it as much as Guy.
I
don't like it as much as Guy. You know what? It's a solid Kolsch. I mean, it's not a style I'm super familiar with, so I don't have a ton of them. But I think I like the one from Cam and Kettle better, but off the top of my head, this one's definitely up there in terms of ones I've had. This is probably one of the better ones. It's good. Like Chris says, it's really good for a baby palate. In fact, 1 second. Babe, here, my wife has a baby palate. She's going to try it. What do you think of this beer?
Oh, God.
And give me a rating out of 10 based on your one sip you've ever had of this.
Yeah, show up your man, Agnes.
Agnes.
Out of 10?
Yeah, out of 10. And you can be honest. She's not really a craft beer drinker, so
7?
she gives it a 7.
There you go.
Okay.
We should start calling her Ultra Magnus.
There we go.
Ultra Agnes, yeah.
Ultra Agnes.
Greg, you can scrap the divorce papers. She's okay.
All right.
She's okay.
Oh, cool. Chris
Right,
says I don't have to
farmers.
divorce you now.
More
she's
than meets
disappointed.
the eye.
She's disappointed. She had another guy lined up. Okay. Anyway, back to my rating. She can get.
I'm putting Agnes in the thumbnail.
Yeah, put her down for a 7. What do you give it? What do you give it a style of all the Kolsch's you've had?
Settle down, Greg. Settle down.
Yeah, she gives it a non-applicable.
Oh, that's gonna ruin her ratings.
I will actually agree with Lee on the style. It's actually for a Kolsch, it's up there. It's a 9 out of 10. It's basically, like I said, I think I may have had 1 or 2 I like more, but it's basically up there. And for the record, last week I gave Pabst Blue Ribbon a 10 for style. I overrated it, so go back and change.
No,
that,
you
Chris.
really didn't. You really didn't. You really didn't.
But anyways, yeah, I actually agree with my wife. I give this a 7 for overall enjoyment. It's good. It's not great. It does the trick. I would like to see it maybe a little cheaper, but it actually seems like the bottles have gone down in price, because I sort of remember the 4-pack of bottles being $20, and now they're 17 at the LCBO. So that seems to me a little bit more reasonable for 600 bottles.
That sounds way better, yeah.
But because I sort of remember the 4-pack being $20, and then the cans, these cans are $2.50 each. Again, I'd like to see them maybe closer to $2 each, but it's okay. It's not the best value, but it's not the worst anymore.
A best thing, they're not selling so great in Nova Scotia, so they're constantly going on clearance. It's gone on clearance like 3 levels now. Like it starts like $10 for 4. They went down to like $9 for 4. Now it's like $8 for 4. So we're constantly going down on clearance.
Yeah, see, unfortunately,
Hey, Nick, look in the side chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Wow, Chris, how rude.
Sorry, my bad.
No, see, unfortunately, we have the LCBO where they usually don't want to discount stuff, because if they don't sell it after a certain period of time, they'll just return it to the brewery, and the brewery has to refund them the money.
Oh, well, that's fucking bullshit.
That's how the LCBO works. So, I mean, you do occasionally have manager specials when they want to move product, but normally they just don't go on sale. Next thing you know, it just gets pulled off the shelf for fresher stock, and the brewery ends up losing out.
Yeah, dumb policy.
Yeah, but again, it's a good beer. It's just it's nothing special. And I imagine if I was sitting by a pool in a sunny day, I'd probably bump this up even higher, because it would do the trick for what it's meant to do.
I really like the
What
bottom.
was your overall, Greg, on that one?
I like,
Overall, I gave it 7, a 9 and a 7.
Okay.
but I really like the bottom hole feature.
Oh God.
He's shotgunning it. Holy shit.
Shotgunning.
Gee, you're a madman.
I gotta present Guy while he's doing this.
Yeah.
Why
holy
not?
fuck. Hey, Key, you're a maniac.
All right. Well, you
Mine-
made the
mine-
show.
Mine doesn't have the bottom hole.
Yeah, mine didn't come with holes in the bottom either.
Greg, you of all people know that you should just make your own hole when there's not one there.
Yeah.
I decline to comment further, Nick, because it's getting into unprofessional territory.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. And you know what? Who's left to give their ratings but me? All right. So what do I think about this? I thought it was actually, I really like it. I thought it was smooth. Just like that burp. Smooth, creamy, hints of toffee, a bit grassy. I find in the middle of it, kind of buried in the whole beer, it gets into like a grassy-ish plant sap kind of thing, like a freshly broken open weed or something with not skunk weed, but like when you're mowing grass, and just a hint of mushroom in there, which is kind of starting to skew towards like what some of the stuff from the big guys taste like. But overall, I think it might be a bit heavier than your typical lager, It's not a lager. I know that. But it goes down extremely easy in this. Like if somebody who wants to get into craft beer, this beer is incredibly approachable. And another thing I noticed about this beer is like, especially considering some of the other Kolsch's that I've had recently, like Amplified from Long Bay here in New Brunswick, as well as the Aberb 1557. I find with Kolsch's, it's extremely easy to start getting into what you would consider brewing errors and getting very buttery taste from it. Whereas this one here, Lagered really holds it together nicely for a lagered ale like this. It doesn't. I'm not really picking up any much butter at all. I mean, they have a hint of like a creamy consistency, but that's it. I find it a very good representation of the Kolsch style. Maybe not as clean as I want, and it's also coming across as a bit heavy. But at the same time, and I'm not saying it's heavy as in like it's a extremely dense lager. It's still a very easy drinking, lightish beer. But I would definitely give this set of style. I'm going to give it an 8.5. And for my overall enjoyment, I would give this 3.75 out of 5 on the 5 scale. So I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 5. Yes. No, but I got to say this is extremely approachable, and even at $10 for a 4-pack of them, I'm not really not upset at that price because I'd buy that again for $10 for 4 of those.
No, it's a great go-to at its price, and especially considering they've sent so much of it out now, it's going to go on clearance in the Maritimes. Like if you're in the Maritime provinces and Beau's Lagered shows up in your fucking whatever your shit ass fucking liquor store is, it's going to go on clearance eventually. Just wait a couple months. It's going to go on clearance. It's in cans, so it's fine. Buy it super fucking cheap and enjoy it.
But as a shotgun, it says 7 out of 10. Don't count it, but it just saying as a shotgun, it's 7 out of 10. Because I checked the first time I reviewed it, I gave it a 9.5 out of 10, so it was better.
Well, maybe you're
okay.
Yeah. No, I got to say I really like this, and one thing I really noticed is that the first time Lagered showed up in New Brunswick, it was. I still think it was only like 4 years ago. But when they brought it, it was before they started doing the cans. And I think it was the big 650 or 750 milliliter bomber bottles. And the 4-pack of them still cost about $18 to $20, which is just absurd for something like that. I'm not paying that for a Kolsch.
Like $15 here.
Yeah. But the cans in the can form for that price. Yeah. Because it's $10 is not that much.
It's $2.50 beer. You can't lose. I mean,
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a smaller quantity, but this is the quantity I want. Like, if I were to buy the big bottles, I'd only want to buy one. Yeah. So, I guess do we have any more comments there? Or
just
a question about next week.
Yeah, just a couple. So Andrew Watts says, Lee, this is not an 8 out of 10. I give it a 5. 2 other cans to drink. I went to a IPA from Collective Arts. I'm saving those 2 Lagereds for a hot day this summer. Cheers. Well, no, that's a good idea, dude. Save them for a hot summer day because this is sort of the perfect beer for that shit. And I mean, if you don't like it that much, that's cool too. It's all subjective, so whatever you like, dude. Ethan's beer review says, "Sup, fellas." Hey, Ethan, how you doing, brother? And Andrew Watts says, "I love." Again, he pronounces Guy's name Ghy. He writes it that way, gay. And
it's like Gahan. That's Gahai.
Yeah, so he loves you, gay. It's good stuff.
He loves me
long time.
He loves me, gay, long time. Yes. Toboku, big French snake. Toboku.
Yeah. Ethan says, I hear that Beer Patrol is the best beer review channel of 2018. It might be true. It might very well be true. Beer Patrol #1 superfan says Beer Patrol is going to do dual reviews with Greg soon.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's gonna sink that channel.
Fantastic.
That shit.
Yeah, and hey, Maxwell Star, a new commenter, Maxwell Star says, "What's next week's beer?"
What is next week's beer? Well, do you have it ready, Greg? Next week's beer is going to be, of course, Macro Week, and we're going back to the Coors ballpark, literally in the ballpark, Sandlot Brewing's Blue Moon, or Belgian Moon in Canada.
Belgian Moon. Oh,
Belgian Moon.
And do you know why it's called Belgian Moon in Canada? You got to tune in next week to find out what Maxwell Star is going to tell you.
Can I say? No,
you got to save for the beer history.
Not till next week. Nobody will give a shit.
Right on.
But just to let anyone know who's like really stupid and they live in the U.S., you can actually buy a Blue Moon and show up for the fucking.
And I'm sure that'll be all discussed.
Any Americans who want to come on the show, or anybody from the UK who wants to come on the show, just get
you fucking idiots can show up with your Blue Moons.
I'll make sure I go cut up some oranges and get it ready for that beer.
If you can get a Rickard's White, it's also the same fucking shit, so that also qualifies you to be on the show.
I don't even know if they make Rickard's White.
You can get the Tasters pack.
Yeah,
you can get the Tasters pack. It's like 3 different beers. The I know one's like the red, the dark. I think they still make the dark.
I don't think they do.
I think so.
Anyway, like the 12-pack, the Tasters 12-pack, you can get it with like 3 bottles of Rickard's White in it. I'm actually kind of curious to pick a 12-pack up and then see Blue Moon, or Belgian Moon, sorry, and Rickard's White, because accordingly they're supposed to be the same recipe. But
yeah, they're the same.
That's information for next week.
I've drank. Anyway, while we're waiting for the scores to still be tallied, I'm going to just tell you real quick. Well, you'll wait for another 10 seconds. Okay. I promised a comparison between Beau's Lagered on tap and in the can, and it's better in the can. I don't know why I didn't like it on tap. It wasn't good for some reason. I can't explain why. It had almost it had like a heavier taste to it. Like it was almost like, hey, this is a little bit not refreshing. Like I kind of want I guess it's not a lager, but I want a ale lagerish type beer to be. I didn't like it that much. This is better in the can. I probably would have given on tap a 6 out of 10. So there you go.
Here's another question. What's everybody's canning date? It's right on the bottom of the can.
2/20/18.
Mine's 2/27/18.
4/17/2018.
Mine is pretty old. Mine's pretty old. 1/23/2018. Actually, when I bought it tonight at the NSLC, I picked one from the front of the shelf, and my guy at the NSLC, like he's like the assistant manager or whatever, like I talk to him all the time. He's like, oh no shit, Lee, grab this one instead. Grab the ones from the back. These are the ones I've been buying. Don't buy the ones from fucking November of last year, you know?
I have the exact same date as Chris.
Hey guys, guess what? I got some scores.
You got the scores. Okay, Chris.
Yay!
Let's go to the scoring. Drum roll, please.
We got some scores. As soon as I turn on my camera. There we go. Okay, here we go, boys. Let's get into this thing. So, our overall scores. Drum roll, please, Nick. Never mind, don't do it. Here we go. This is what we got. 8.1 for style overall. And overall enjoyment of 7.7.
That's good.
Right on.
And we gotta find out where radar hashtag where is radar. We haven't seen him in a while. So.
Yeah, you can see where is radar online because of my channel thumbnails over it.
Okay. Where is radar?
Anyway, radar. Where is radar?
In the animal feed.
It's all about the animal feed.
All right, so yeah, thanks for adding some production value to the video.
That's what I do.
I know. Thank you. Yeah. Do we have any final comments? I see that Andrew Watts is saying that his can's from February 23rd, 2018.
Oh, 3 days fresher than mine.
Yeah.
Well, he says, "Are you kidding me? Blue Moon. See you next week."
Hey, it's macro week.
Yeah, we usually do a macro and then we do a micro. So
I guess he says his Beau's is from February 23rd, 2018. So there you go.
Anyway, yeah. So I think that wraps up the comments. Any final opinions or anything anybody wants to say while I try to deal with gas?
My only last comment is it's actually pronounced Lagered, not Lagered, like some fucking morons say.
I can't believe anyone would say that. Who would be that?
Anybody
stupid
be
to say
stupid
that?
enough to.
My final comment on
Lagered.
this one. I'm glad we picked this one up, and I'm gonna pound these four cans down like in no time.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So we should start Beau's can shotgun challenge.
You know what? You should do that.
I'm
Beau's
out.
Gauntlet. Shotgun Beau's Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Hey, well, yeah, that's 4 cans. So, hey,
Not Diet Coke.
do you really want me
Really?
to embarrass you on this challenge? Is that what you're asking for?
Well, as long as you're a
Just
team
wanna see
player,
you
you're
do
willing to do it, I'll fucking take it up the ass.
Whoa. Okay. So is that the end of the show?
He's going on the
Is
10th.
this what's going
Now,
on?
I
right
just
now?
want to say one thing. Like, look at the logo here where it says lug. That could be confused for an O. It could say
No,
lug
no,
right
no.
there.
It really could not be confused for no.
The
That
one
is
thing, it's a square.
totally.
It's not a circle.
It's a square. Well, if you're drunk and you're looking at it, just logo tread.
It's a
Obviously not when you're as drunk as Lee, because then you make sense all the fucking time.
It's not quite a dash, but I mean, come on. Unless you're an uneducated moron, it's clearly a fucking dash. It's lug tread. It's a dash. It's 2 different words contracted together.
But what's funny is that in all reality, it's now a square as opposed to a circle, and that would probably be the actual reason why. Maybe people were actually reading it as logo tread, but who knows?
Listen, the only person
Because if you untap
enough,
it doesn't say logo tread. It just says
the only person stupid enough to think that's an O would be the same person that would give relationship advice based on a 4-month relationship.
Who would do that? That's crazy.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for tonight. We're gonna sign off. I'm gonna open up a bag of chips.
Yeah.
And we're gonna actually do I believe we're doing an after hangout here. And so Kia, stay tuned. We're gonna go live here in a few minutes. And
My shirt's coming off.
no, it's not. If that's the case. All right. Well, we'll see you soon. And thanks for watching Maxwell Star and Beer Analysis 101, the illustrious panel of Lee, Guy, Chris, and Greg. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
coming, guys.
My pants are
Thanks for
coming
watching.
off.
Yeah.